within Congress, did it break along kind of partisan lines? Was it Democrat, Republican, or West versus non-West?
It, you know, it really didn't. It was one of those. It was one of those wonderful examples of bipartisan looking at an issue that was a tough issue to look at. It was a tough issue to look at. Kind of started with the fact of, well, there's a price tag on this, you know, and so that was going to cost some money, but also that this was a replay of a very, very difficult time in our country's history, in which we were absolutely, you know, those were challenging times. I mean, the first 2 years of, you know, 92, 93, the United States was on the losing end of the war, and of course Germany in Europe, it had been real bad. So I mean, these were of course real huge challenges, and so it was something that really did all the way through require and take people coming back together and addressing things that maybe were back in the subconscious coming together. But Joel Pritchard here, and you know, Joe was a Republican congressman at that time, and Joel was helpful on that, and certainly people like Dan Evans and Ralph Monroe and others, you know. So this was a bipartisan effort, and it was one of those times and President Reagan signed it. Now that was just that was just worked through, and I mean the same way as any other way, is we had members of the Republican congressional delegation went and called on President Reagan to work on that and so it was truly bipartisan, and it was a good thing for this country.